Hello again, I'm NPC and you're watching SideQuestAccepted. Today's game is an interesting look at something of a classic. Super Smash Land is a PC version of Super Smash Bros., but it uses the graphics seen in the original Game Boy. The sounds, graphics, and controls all fit perfectly to make the game seem like it could have been originally designed for Game Boy. The player uses Z, X, and arrow keys to fight against the computer or other players. Those who have played any version of Super Smash Bros. Will remember that there are at least 2 attack buttons and a jump button in every version of the game. But there are only A and B on the Game Boy, so the player has to use button combinations instead. For example, Pikachu's basic attack is the Lightning Strike, and you have to hit the X button to use it. In order to use the ranged electric attack, you hit down, X, and Z at the same time, or something like that. I was just mashing buttons. When you first start playing, there are 2 game modes, Arcade and Versus, and 4 playable characters, Mario, Kirby, Link, and Pikachu. The Arcade mode takes you through 5 stages, including the traditional multiple opponents stage, while the Versus mode allows you to fight against up to 3 computers or players. You'll want to get multiple keyboards hooked up for a 4-player game, though, or it'll get more than a little crowded. There are several basic arenas to choose from, all of which are taken from the original Super Smash Bros. And include environmental hazards like the Pokemon in Saffron City. Something you should watch out for in that particular arena is a Pokemon that doesn't go away but instead helps the player until the end of the battle. Unfortunately, Super Smash Land does not feature items, but I felt that gameplay was not greatly affected by that. Just like any other fighting game, there are rewards for various things, like playing as every character. This game has one of the most rewarding unlockable characters I've seen, as well as an unlockable endless mode. What I liked most about Super Smash Land was the final boss. Unlike Master Hand, this game's boss is unpredictable and, at least for me, a true challenge. I also like that even though there are only 4 playable characters at the start, the player doesn't feel like they are at all limited. Now let's just take a moment to look at some gameplay. Anyway, that's Super Smash Land. As usual, there will be a link to the developer's site in the description, as well as an email for game suggestions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.